Hello and welcome to the PAT Frequently Asked Questions podcast. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the different kinds of study materials you can find on our website and the differences between them. So let's pop over to the PAT website and see what we have. I'll type the URL address into my browser. That address is fyi.extension.wisc.edu/PAT. That takes us to the home page of the PAT website. Notice the menu choices here. We have common questions, certification, products, and more. There's a lot of good information on this and other pages that can help you figure out this whole pesticide training and certification process. But for this podcast, I'm going to focus on the types of training materials you can find here. If we hover our mouse over ordering materials, you can see there are two choices: commercial and private applicators. Let's click on commercial. On this page, we have information about how to become certified and licensed as a commercial applicator. But again, for this presentation, I want to tell you more about the choices of training materials. So let's click on the PAT store and see what we have there. Clicking that link takes us to the PAT storefront. You can see that down the left-hand side, there's a list of the different categories you can become certified in: field and vegetable crops, fruit crops, turf and landscape, aquatic and mosquito, etc. I'm going to choose the turf and landscape just as an example. Clicking that takes us to the turf and landscape page, where you can see you have a choice of buying a printed manual, a PDF manual, or an online course. We do not offer online courses for all the categories, but we are working on them. Also, some of the categories, like turf and landscape here, we do offer live training review sessions, which are normally offered in the months of January through May. So when those live training review sessions are available, you will see them here on the PAT Store website. So what should you get? Well, it all depends on what you think will help you study the best for your certification exam. Let's start with the basic printed manual. So the printed manual, as you've no doubt guessed, is simply a hard copy of the manual printed on paper. Although this might seem a retro choice in this day and age, many people like to read something they can hold on to, mark up, and highlight. Personally, I prefer reading something on paper instead of a screen. The printed manual is the basic learning material you can purchase from the PAT program, and it gives you all the information you need to study for and pass the certification exam. Another choice you have is to purchase the PDF version of the manual. The PDF manual is an electronic copy of the manual that you can read on your computer, like I'm doing now, or on your smartphone, tablet, or other electronic device. The PDF manual contains all the same information that is in the printed manual. However, it does come with a couple extra features. For example, many of the photographs and graphics that are printed black and white in the paper manual are in color in the PDF version. There are also interactive elements. For example, words in italics are defined in the glossary. Instead of having to scroll to the glossary and back again, you can simply click on that italicized word and it jumps right to the definition. So, for example, we can see here the word persistence is in italics. We click on that, and that jumps to the glossary definition for that word. A simple click takes us back to where we were. And there are other interactive elements in the PDF manual. For example, if we refer to a law or regulation, we'll often have links directly to that law. Also, if we refer to another part of the manual, like an appendix here, again, that is a link you could click, and that will take you to that appendix. There are also outside resources that you can use. For example, again, here's a link to the UW Extension Publications website, or an online tool here for weed identification. These links will take you to other resources for more information. The online course is another choice for you. If you order the course, you get access to a website for the course. In the course, we have much of the information presented in the paper manual, with the addition of some different graphics, quizzes to test your knowledge, and also audio recordings. In addition, you get the PDF manual as part of the fee you pay for the course. Lastly, let's talk about the live training review sessions. We typically offer these trainings in the first quarter of the year, January through April and May, in some of the certification categories. In these one-day sessions, we present some of the highlights of the information in the manual, and then the Department of Agriculture steps in the afternoon to give you the certification exam. We can't possibly cover everything in the manual in that amount of time, so these are meant to be supplemental review sessions. I want to stress that point again. The review sessions are meant as a supplement and optional training tool. They do not present all the information that is in the printed manual, and therefore would not, on their own, be enough to prepare you for the certification exam. You must purchase one of the other three options we already talked about, printed manual, PDF manual, or course, to prepare for the exam, even if you do sign up for a live review session. So now that you know the differences between the study materials we offer, printed manual, PDF manual, or online course, the choice is up to you which you want to purchase. Whichever you choose, remember that we at the PAT program are always here to help you if you have questions about the information in the manuals. Don't be afraid to contact us.